Hi, I'm Michael. This is Enoree Station Project, Episode 9. Yesterday, I spent a good portion of the day mowing the front field. Not very exciting video, but I have to keep up with it. Back in the cottage. So the goals for today. I think goal 1 will be to patch this hole in the ceiling. I have no illusions that it's going to be super waterproof, but if I could just prevent water from pouring in while I reframe this wall, I think that'll be a win. So over the past couple days, I have been rounding up some building materials. I got a set of doors. I'll show those off later as we fix them up. I would love to save these original doors, but there really isn't much of them left. The bottom panel down there, that's been replaced. I mean, really, there's not much of it left. And what is left is like that, where it's broken and there's not even anything really to work with. Now, that's not to say that I can't use this as some trim, or for some other project. I'm sure I'll work it in somewhere, but as far as using them as doors, again, I just don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. But I got some that I think are age appropriate for the building, and I think we're going to go with a transom, because those doors are 93 inches tall. So it's either custom make a door or go with a shorter door with a transom. I think transom would look nice on this building. So another goal, if we can get to it, is the drop ceiling. If I can pull that down today, I'd like to do that. Just in the way. All right, let's get started. Alright, I want to give you guys a better look at what I'm doing up here. So, these two pieces of tin are the two that collapsed and then they got folded over and ripped. So unfortunately, we're going to have to replace those. That last one, I might be able to get away with a patch on. Again, this is all just temporary. So the plan is peel up this piece of edging on the corner. There's a break right there. So just slip it in underneath that edge, and hopefully that'll keep out most of the rain. This beam here doesn't look too bad in the corner, so I think we'll be able to salvage that. And my temporary beam should hopefully hold everything else together. All right, let me get back to work trying to peel this up. All right, I got the first panel up. This is going to be about the ugliest patch you're ever going to see, but it's what I can do. There's a lot missing. So I dry fitted the second one, but I'm definitely going to have to cut that angle to make that corner. It wasn't going to slide in like that. So let's go out there and do that. Okay, these panels are wider. First time I've noticed that. Yeah, I'll just deal with it. So I thought that'd be enough angle cut in there. It is definitely not. Let me trace this out, and I got my tin sips, and we're going to get it cut out. Okay, got it all cut out. Let's get it in there. All right, got these panels nailed in. I'll have to get up there and try to tap that down a little bit. I mean, I'm not super concerned. I got this pretty far underneath of it. I doubt any water or much water is going to get past that. So I got one last piece to do right here. I'm going to have to come up with something to kind of hold it all together. Pretty rotten in this corner. The temporary patch is done. Again, this is probably the worst patch in human history. Oh wait, Patch Adams. All right, second worst patch in human history. But I don't see a lot of daylight. Oh, that could just be because it's almost dark, but you can see a couple little spots of daylight. So I'll get a shot of it from the outside, and then I'm going to go to bed. Like I said, ugly, but it didn't cost us anything. It was 100% salvage materials. Everything was in the building or under the building, including all the nails. Yeah, this area that I'm working in also, it has definitely been patched once before, which is probably why it failed. Most of the original roof that is still there is holding. This, we think, combination of that window being installed, possibly the fire that burned down the brick building, could have definitely damaged the roof in that corner. So, all right, that's going to do it for today. I'm tired. Okay, we've got a sink cabinet and a sink for the cottage. So it's raining today, so on days like today, it's nice to try to round up the building materials that we're going to need to finish this cottage out. And instead of having to wait and find the stuff when you need it, the best thing, if you have the room, which I do, store it, work on it, get it ready, and then you're ready to go when you need it. And you don't have to spend a ton of money because you're not searching around that weekend trying to find something. Also got a bathroom sink. So I know how rough this stuff looks, but I've worked with less. And the price was right. $50 for the sink cabinet with the sink, $5 for a sink with 2 faucets. So go to your local Home Depot or Lowe's and see what a sink cabinet, see what a sink will run you. Now I'm going to have to put a lot of elbow grease and a lot of work into this stuff, but I'm going to save myself a lot of money in the long run, and it'll look way more appropriate in that building, having this stuff versus new stuff. This is a before shot. Starting to clean up this side. It's actually going to clean up really nice, I think. So this will give everybody a look at what you can do with some of this old porcelain with just some time and some cleaners. Just got a Scotch-Brite, and I got a Brillo. See what we can do with just these 2 things. And the rain's helping. We're going to scrub the sink while we're out here in the rain. The top on here is looking pretty decent. We'll see after the rain washes it off what it looks like. This is about a half an hour's worth of work. It is not perfect, but this is definitely usable. Got a lot of life left in this. So there's some small chips. We'll fill those with some like white epoxy later on. We've got a big whammo in the corner of the sink, unfortunately. But for $5, we're going to make that sucker work. This is just an initial cleaning too. I'm not going crazy. I mean, I just literally just spent on this whole sink 10 minutes with a Scotch-Brite pad. So a lot of these rust stains we'll be able to get out. And like I said, the big chip, we'll repair that later. But the big thing in the bowl, you know, there's no huge chips. There's actually a wear spot from where this faucet's been leaking for about 50 years. So that's kind of neat. I know it's not for everybody, but hey, to me it gives it character. Okay, here are the doors I was talking about. These are going to be the new front doors for the cottage. And we spent a little bit more on these than we normally would. We paid $100 a door, which is not bad considering their age and their condition. And a couple of things that they've really got going for them that we liked. These are the correct width for the building. They were French doors. They were always French doors. They've got nice hardware for pins. They have nice starburst glass. Most of it's intact. There's one cracked pane. But a big deal is no hardware's been drilled out. And a big problem with dealing with any salvage doors is all of the extra hardware and locks and hinge plates that have been installed over the years. These don't have any of that. So that's really hard to find, and it's really going to speed up fixing them. And somebody's actually gone through and stripped most of the paint off. That is another big thing going for them. So, thanks everybody for watching.